This is our second recorded lecture for English 9E. Our topic for this lecture is an introduction to MLA Works Cited, focusing on articles written by entities. If you have not done so already, you should go to the D2L content page and print out your prep packet for MLA Works Cited, Introduction and Articles by Entities. You'll need to complete that prep packet during the course of this lecture, and also you'll need to submit it in our next class so you can earn credit for having viewed this lecture. Please pause the video to do that now. So what exactly is a Works Cited page? A Works Cited page is a detailed list of the sources that you used in your essay. The Works Cited page is always the last page of your essay, and it's always separate from all the other pages of your essay. Please look at your prep packet for number 1. It asks, what is a Works Cited page? You can use both these bullets to answer that question. Pause the video to do that now. So this slide gives you details on how your Works Cited page should look, how you should arrange your sources on the Works Cited page. Your sources should be organized alphabetically. You should alphabetize them by the author's last name. But if you don't have an author's last name, or if you don't have an author at all, then you arrange them by the first main word in the title. So for example, if the title of an article is The MLA Format, you'd alphabetize it by MLA, not the word the. Also, your Works Cited page should be double-spaced. The second line and all the other lines of a Works Cited should be indented 1/2 inch from the defaulted margin. And your Works Cited page should contain the source medium for each of your sources. So if you used a book, the source medium is print. If you used an article from the internet, the source medium is web. Then there's also DVD and so on. Your textbook gives you more details on this, which we'll discuss in class. For now, look at number 2 of your prep packet and use this slide to answer number 2. You can pause the video to do that now. So if you recall from our previous recorded lecture, we looked at 2 main websites and we found articles by entities on these websites. I want to take the first website by greatschools.org and I want to look at that website so we can prepare for our Works Cited page. So here's the Great Schools website. And the first thing you see is Great Schools, Involved Parents, Successful Kids. That is your entity name, okay? That's the association that owns this website and that produces these articles. Then we have, how important is cultural diversity at your school? That's your article title. And then, if you look at the top at the URL, you have HTTP, that means you're about to get a URL address. Then you have www.greatschools.org. That's your website name. It's a web address, but the first part of it, greatschools.org, is your website name. Okay. These are all pieces of information that we're going to need in our Works Cited page. So all of this is at the top of the web page. Now let's look at the bottom of the web page. The bottom of the web page, we have Great Schools Inc. circled. Whenever you see Inc. at the bottom of a page, or if you're using a book, or if you see like Corp, it's telling you that this is a group of people who own what you're about to read. This is all publication information. Also, if you see on the second line, there's this little, in front of the dates, there's a circle and there's a C inside. That means copyright. That means all of the information written here is copywritten by Great Schools. They own the rights to it. So again, this is your publication information. And the first thing we see is the sponsor of the website. The people who run the website pay for the website. That's Great Schools, Inc. And then the date of publication after the C in the circle, 1998 to 2013. That's your publication date. Sometimes publication dates will have a month and a year, but in this case we only have a date range of years. So that's what we'll have to use. Now we want to look at an example of a Works Cited for a web article written by an entity. And here we have it. So first we have Great Schools, period. That's our entity name. When you're looking at a web article written by an entity, you have to write the entity name first, and it has to be capitalized and followed by a period. Next, we have the article title. Articles in MLA format are put in parentheses. So after that period, you need a space, you need open parentheses. How important is cultural diversity at your school? Question mark, close parentheses. Close quotes. So the article title should be in quotes, and everything that was written on that web page in that title should be here. If there's a question mark, put a question mark. If they capitalize a word or don't capitalize a word, the way you write the article title in your Works Cited should look precisely as it looks on the web page. Next, we have greatschools.org, which is our website name. That needs to be italicized. You also need to capitalize the title, Great Schools. You don't put a space, just capitalize great, capitalize schools, push them together, no space, period, org, and then another period. Next, you have Great Schools, which is our sponsor name. That's the information we got from the bottom of the page, of the web page. And then you have the publication date. Normally, the publication date would have a month and a year, but the web page only gave us a year, so we take the most recent year and we put it after the comma, which follows the sponsor name, and then we put a period after the date. Then we have to put the source medium. In this case, we got it from the internet, so we put web, period. Finally, we have to put the date that we access the website, and we do that in a certain format. We put the actual number of the day. So I access this on March 10th, so I put 10 space, and I put the month, but I have to abbreviate the month. Whenever you're doing Works Cited, you have to abbreviate all the months with 3 letters and a period. The only months you don't abbreviate are May, June, and July. And finally, I put the 4-digit year. So this is your key for how you should do a Works Cited for a web article written by an entity. Look at number 3 of your prep packet and use this slide to answer number 3. Everything that is labeled and punctuated should be labeled and punctuated on number 3 of your prep packet. You can pause the video to do that now. Now let's look at another example of a web article written by an entity. This one follows the exact same format, so I use the entity name first, followed by a period. Then I put the title of the article in quotation marks. Notice when I put the title of the article, I put the period within the closed quotation marks. Then I put in italics the title of the web page, collegeboard.org, and I follow that with a period. Then I put the sponsor name, College Board, comma, but I don't have a publication date. So I put ND, it means no date, for no publication date. And that comes with a period afterwards. Then I put the source medium, I got it from the internet, so I put web, period. And then I put the date that I accessed it. Look at number 4 of your prep packet, and I want you to write down this example exactly as it's written for number 4. So that's the end of our MLA Works Cited Introduction and Articles by Entities video. If you need to rewind the video or replay the video to make certain that all of your answers look exactly as they're written on the slides, you can do that now. And please make certain that you submit your completed prep packet in our next class, because we'll be taking all the information that you learned from this video and applying it. You'll actually have to develop a Works Cited page in our next class. Thank you for watching.